Welcome to our podcast, and this week at London Visited, we go to the O2 at North Greenwich to tell you about this iconic part of London. My name's Steve, and each week I'll bring to you the facts, history and information about different parts of this great capital. If you've been to London, are planning on visiting, live here or just love London from afar, then this is the podcast for you. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel London Visited to see videos covering this place and so many others across London. And now to this week's podcast. The O2 is a large entertainment district on the Greenwich Peninsula in southeast London, including an indoor arena, a music club, a Cineworld cinema, an exhibition space, piazzas, bars and restaurants. It was built largely within the former Millennium Dome, a large dome-shaped canopy built to house an exhibition celebrating the turn of the third millennium. Consequently, the dome remains a name in common use for the venue. It is sometimes referred to as the O2 Arena, but that name properly refers to a smaller indoor arena within the O2. Naming rights to the district were purchased by the mobile telephone provider O2 from its developers during the development of the district. AEG owns a long-term lease on the O2 Arena and surrounding leisure space. From the closure of the original Millennium Experience exhibition occupying the site, several ways of reusing the Millennium Dome shell were proposed and then rejected. The renaming of the dome in 2005 gave publicity to its transition into an entertainment district. The dome shell remained in situ, but its interior and the area around North Greenwich Station, the QE2 pier, and the main entrance area were completely redeveloped. The area is served by the Jubilee Line's North Greenwich Tube Station, which was opened just before the Millennium exhibition, and by bus routes. Thames Clippers operate a riverboat service for the London River Services, the present tenants. AEG purchased the Thames Clippers in order to provide river links between central London and the O2. As well as a commuter service, Thames Clippers operates the O2 Express service. Local buses also serve the station and the nearby O2. On the 23rd of February 2017, the O2 announced they had agreed a deal with AEG to maintain the naming rights of the O2 for a further 10 years, until 2027. The dome-shaped structure, which now houses the O2's Entertainment Avenue and Arena, was originally constructed as the Millennium Dome and housed the Millennium Experience, a major exhibition to celebrate the start of the third millennium. The exhibition opened to the public on the 1st of January 2000 and ran until the 31st of December 2000. However, the project and exhibition was the subject of considerable political controversy, as it did not attract the number of visitors anticipated, leading to recurring financial problems. In popular usage, the dome canopy is often still called the Dome, reflecting the substantial and often adverse publicity given to its building back in the late 20th century. The O2 was developed inside the Dome by AEG Group to a design by Populous and Bruno Happold in a £600 million development. In December 2001, it was announced that Meridian Delta Limited had been chosen by the government to develop the dome structure, originally the Millennium Dome, as a sports and entertainment centre, and to develop housing, shops and offices on 150 acres of surrounding land. There was also a desire to relocate some of London's tertiary education establishments to the site. Meridian Delta is backed by the American billionaire Philip Anschutz, who has interests in oil, railways and telecommunications, as well as a string of sports-related investments. Meridian Data signed a 999-year lease for the Dome and its surrounding land with the government and English Partnerships, a UK governmental body for national regeneration which was assigned to the regeneration of the Greenwich Peninsula. The Dome site was then subleased to the AEG Group, who strongly support Meridian Delta, for a minimum of 58 years. English Partnerships leased the arena directly to AEG Europe for 58 years. AEG would develop and operate the O2 during the length of the lease agreements, which stated that the government would get a certain percentage of profits through English Partnerships. English Partnerships and Quentin Estates and Development both own land around the O2 on the Greenwich Peninsula. They will release land in stages to developers and develop the area in a joint venture with some aid of Meridian Delta. Some of the land is already being developed for offices and shops. Some of the land around the Dome is being reserved for possible extended developments for the O2, including a hotel, although the building of a much extended development depends on how much investments can be made by AEG. In 2008, the functions of the English partnership were transferred to the Homes and Communities Agency. Ravensbourne, a specialist art and design institution previously located in Chislehurst, moved to a new campus built immediately adjacent to the O2 in September 2010. The David Beckham Football Academy ran a school nearby from 2005 to 2009. The cost of developing the whole Greenwich Peninsula area was estimated at £4 billion in 2006. As part of the investment programme, naming rights were sold to O2 plc, and the O2 became the official name of the project on the 25th of May 2005. The £6 million a year deal between O2 and AEG included priority tickets and reserved VIP accommodation for O2 mobile customers. The service was also made available to premium ticket holders. O2 plc started talks with AEG in 2005 to have its logo and branding placed on the roof of the Dome, but this did not take place. AEG have constantly stated that they wish to abolish the Dome name due to its reputation as a failed project, being tagged as the White Elephant. Since its opening, there have been signs of the press and public calling it the O2. It is currently the largest entertainment district in London. To mark its opening, AEG spent £6.5 million on a mass advertising campaign throughout Europe to promote the O2. The development took place in the form of new buildings being built inside the Dome structure. The Dome structure was not changed as part of the construction, with the exception of blue lights being added to the support poles and plasma displays being added to some of the large sculptures around the Dome. Construction started with the arena roof, which was built on the ground and then raised, as cranes could not be used in the Dome structure. The construction then moved on to the arena building itself and the entertainment avenue around the arena building. A wide pathway between North Greenwich Station and the O2 was also built, as well as the Peninsula Square Piazza in front of the Dome for special events. A glass roof was built over part of the pathway so people can walk from the station to the O2 without getting wet in the rain. A covered pathway was also built between the O2 pier and the O2's main entrance. In August 2006, it was reported that construction of the shell of the O2's casino site had already started. In January 2007, a single trial licence for a British super casino was granted to Manchester. Consequently, AEG announced that the casino would not be built in the near future, and that there would not be enough investment for a high-rise hotel developed by Richard Rogers, as well as a theatre, a cable car from Canary Wharf, and an extended development that was planned adjacent to the Dome. Hi there, and thanks so much for listening to this podcast on the history of London. And if you're enjoying this, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Now, if you want to get more involved with London Visited, don't forget you can join us as a member by going to patreon.com/London Visited with so many different benefits. Or you could purchase a 4K photograph of London from our website, londonvisited.co.uk, both of which support us and keep the channel going. Once again, thanks for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Shopping outlet. 1/3 of the ground floor remained undeveloped until 2016, when AEG, working with property firm Crosstree Rail Estate Partners, broke ground on the 210,000 square feet Icon outlet. The shopping outlet, which opened in October 2018, completes the loop of the O2, adding an extra floor in parts and providing space for 85 stores. Brands that are there have included Aspinall of London, Calvin Klein, Hackett, Ted Baker, Gant and Levi's. The venue, rebranded the O2, was reopened to the public on the 24th of June 2007 with a concert by Bon Jovi in the arena. The O2 celebrated its first year with a book, including a double-page picture of Elton John from his September 2007 Red Piano show. Prior to this reopening, other events took place, including a soft opening for residents of the area to explore the entertainment district and an opening for staff called the O2 Premier, which featured Peter Kay, Tom Jones, Kaiser Chiefs and Basement Jaxx. An event called Out of the Blue featured circus acts also took place on the day of the first public opening, as part of the Greenwich Festival. The facilities. Various buildings are housed within the Dome structure, including an arena known as the O2 Arena, a smaller venue Indigo at the O2, Hollywood Bowl, Cineworld, Sky Studios and an entertainment avenue consisting of various restaurants and bars. The new shopping outlet opened in 2018. Backstage, there is also a VIP club lounge, operations room, a media centre with high-definition facilities and a number of dressing rooms, as well as a VIP entrance and exit for performers. All the venues in the complex use the latest lighting, sound and security technology, including smart card tagging of staff and VIP guests and digitally managed sound. There are 4 computer server rooms to provide this technology. The complex is also covered by CCTV and security personnel. Arena visitors and their bags are screened with X-ray machines and metal detectors at the entrance. The O2 Arena. The O2 Arena, referred to as the North Greenwich Arena for the 2012 Summer Olympics and Paralympics, is a 20,000 capacity venue, primarily used for live music. It is located at the centre of the O2 and is the first American-style multi-purpose arena in London. It is the second largest arena in the UK after the Manchester Arena, but it is the busiest music venue in the world. The arena and its facilities are housed in an independent building within the dome structure. The arena has hosted multiple kinds of music and sporting events, and in 2008 exceeded ticket sales for both Madison Square Garden and the Manchester Arena. Indigo at the O2 is a 2,750 capacity live music club for smaller music events, club events, after shows, corporate and private events. It contains 4 bars, 2 on the main ground floor area in front of the stage, 1 in the VIP lounge called the Purple Lounge, and 1 in the stalls called the Bleachers. The Purple Lounge is not in direct view of the stage, but guests have access to King's Row, the best seats in the venue. The venue hosted an audience with Bill Clinton in 2007. Comedians such as Andy Parsons and Roy Chubby Brown have performed at the Indigo. Classic FM hosted several shows throughout 2008. The venue hosted the boot camp sessions for the reality TV show The X Factor during 2008, Series 5 season, and in 2010 it was used for the debut of the snooker format Power Snooker. The Avenue. The Entertainment Avenue is a wide pedestrian avenue within the O2 with artificial palm trees and other decorations, built around the circular arena building, which takes up the centre of the dome structure. The Entertainment Avenue has buildings on either side, which are leased to tenants who run bars and restaurants, and resembles a shopping centre. The buildings on the Entertainment Avenue include a music club known as Indigo at the O2, an exhibition space, a cinema managed by Cineworld, and 26 bars and restaurants. The cinema includes 11 screens over 2 levels, including one 770 capacity auditorium, which is the largest screen by screen size in London and the 6th largest screen in the UK. Up at the O2, officially opened on the 21st of June 2012. It involves an exhibition across the roof of the O2, along with a 190-metre long tensile fabric walkway. Halfway, the central platform provides a 360-degree view of the city, before a descent down to the base of the venue on the other side. From the platform, visitors can see the Olympic Park, Thames Barrier, historic Royal Greenwich, and Canary Wharf. The O2 also has a multi-purpose indoor event space for live music and nightclubbing. Competing with other similar events such as the Brixton Academy, the club is called Building 6. Chronology of the site. 1994, the Millennium Commission is established by Prime Minister John Major and handed over to Deputy Prime Minister Michael Heseltine. January 1996, a site on the Greenwich Peninsula is selected. Birmingham, Derby and Stratford London were also considered. May 1999, the Jubilee Line extension opens, putting the dome on the underground map. The 22nd of June 1999, the structure of the dome is completed. The 1st of January 2000, the site opens to the public as the Millennium Dome, containing an exhibition to celebrate the 3rd millennium. The 31st of December 2000, the dome closes to the public. The 27th of February 2001 to the 2nd of March 2001, one amazing auction sale. 4-day public auction with 17,000 lots of the dome and NMEC items. 18th of December 2001, announcement of sale of the site to Meridian Delta Limited, who plan to turn it into a 20,000-seat sports and entertainment venue. Houses and offices will be built on the surrounding land, subject to the consent of the London Borough of Greenwich. 6th of December 2003, Winter Wonderland 2003 opens. 24th of June 2007, the O2 opens to the public. Bon Jovi is the first band to play the new O2 Arena. 7th of June 2010, Bon Jovi become the first band to play on the roof of the O2 to commemorate the beginning of their 12-night residency in the arena. 21st of June 2012, Up at the O2 officially opened. I hope you've enjoyed our in-depth look at the O2. Whatever podcast service you use to listen to this, please do subscribe to get updates on new shows, and also please leave us some feedback. Please also let me know any places you'd like us to feature in future podcasts by emailing me directly on londonvisited@gmail.com or contacting us on Twitter and Instagram @LondonVisited or Facebook on @TheLondonVisited. Thanks for listening. Really hope you enjoyed our podcast, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.